Nigeria is one of African countries known to be endemic to diseases such as malaria, Lassa fever, cholera, measles, tuberculosis, and several others. Concerns about the true health status of Nigerians and the need for periodic checks is brought to the fore at the 10th African Conference of Practitioners, senior government officials at the state and federal levels that converge to deliberate on Africa's preparedness against global health threats.
The last 10 years, it's as if as you're handing something, another thing is coming up. From COVID to Zika to dengue fever to monkeypox to Lassa fever. And as we speak, there's an ongoing Lassa fever outbreak in some countries in sub-Saharan Africa. And the predictions for the future are not that interesting. Some modelers came together and predicted some few years ago that there is a 47 to 57% chance that within the next 25 years we are going to have a pandemic of the magnitude of COVID. And there's a 22 to 28% chance that we might have something like that in the next 10 years.
The State Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, warns against the high rate of deforestation, which amplifies climate change and biosecurity risks.
If we think that on Earth we have about 50,000 wild vertebrates, in other words, animals on Earth, each of them are known, and the vets will tell you this, that they carry about 20 viruses each. That means that we have a total of about 1 million vertebrate viruses. All these animals in the wildlife are all carrying different types of pathogens. We as human beings and microbiologists only know about 2,000 of these viruses, which means that there are about 99.8 viruses out there that have the potential to be a zoonotic event, like COVID. And so the pool is huge, and the threat is real.
The multiplier effects of the COVID-19 pandemic was also an eye-opener, as speakers highlight the need to strengthen Africa's health and economic systems to avoid destabilization during disease outbreaks.
We are now seeing and experiencing the failure of antibiotics. Research is urgent, and governments and private sector must commit enormous resources now to research, hopefully to produce more super drugs, more super protection for the human race.
For the African continent, these crises represent a wake-up call. Our continent needs to strengthen its health architecture, bolster its economic resilience, and build a future that is secure and sustainable. It is clear that proactive measures and innovative financing strategies are crucial in addressing the nexus between health, economic stability, and security.
The Deputy Governor of Lagos, Kadri Hamzat, says government is committed to continuous provision of health infrastructure to address all forms of health challenges.
As we look beyond the recent development and pandemic, we must prioritize strengthening national health systems, investing in primary health care, surveillance, and emergency preparedness. We need to survey global partnerships, leveraging international support, research, and development to address Africans' unique challenges. We must improve on our community engagement and empowering local leaders, promoting health literacy, and combating misinformation.
From Ebola to COVID-19 and beyond, the message from here is to strengthen Africa's capacity to address emerging global health threats.